Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I have another Temu unboxing haul, or should I say unbagging. I wanted to get some more sculpting gels, so most of this package is gel products, but I did get a few other things, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm just taking some scissors to cut open the bag, and I'm going to go ahead and pull everything out. Everything is individually packaged, so there is quite a lot of plastic and packaging, but I will be going through all of these products individually. This is my third Temu unboxing haul, so if you guys are interested in more Temu videos, I will have the other two linked down below in the description. I know I have been saying I'm planning a Temu only nail tutorial. I haven't quite filmed that yet, but I will be getting around to that very soon. I did decide to attach a mini nail tutorial to this video so you guys can see me using some of these products. So here are all of the products that I purchased from Temu. I will have all of these products linked down below in the single link. The first thing I'm going to be showing you guys are the dual form tips. On the box it just says nail form, but these are called dual form tips or Russian dual forms. These are reusable nail tips that you can build out a tip for your nail. I have used this type of product before from Red Iguana. I will have that video linked here in the cards. These seem like really good quality and I love the length as well. The next thing I purchased is a ring. I have gotten quite a lot of ring sets from Temu before, but I seen this one and I absolutely loved it. I really like opal rings. It has 5 oval opals in the middle and I really like this one. Very obviously they're not real opals. They kind of look fake when you look very closely. I feel like it's a little bit bigger than I was expecting. The next thing that I got are these little square like storage boxes. These are intended for like rings and jewelry whenever you're traveling to keep it like separate from all of the other things. But I got these to display press-on nails that I make. So essentially this is like a double-sided frame and each side of the frame has like this little film over top of it, and you can open it up and place whatever you want inside, then close it together and the little pieces of film just like kind of touch and keep whatever it is that you placed inside in the same area. I really like this for displaying press-ons. I feel like it looks really cool, but they do slide around a little bit. I would definitely recommend to use like the double-sided tape if you want to only display press-ons. The next thing that I got is a set of 5 silicone sculpting tools. These are for like the 3D gel products. I like how these have different tips. Some of them are like smooth and round and other sides are more like chisel sides. There are only 2 sides that have the pointed tip, which is the main one that I use. I did want to get a few more of these since I am getting more into 3D sculpting gel. The next thing that I got is double-sided adhesive tape. This is for press-ons. I'm not going to be opening this on video, but it is clear and it's very thin. It is just double-sided tape for placing press-ons in like press-on boxes and stuff. The next thing that I got is a display for swatches. This is basically the one that you see in nail salons. It's like the spiral one. I did not record putting this together, but it was pretty simple. It just took a little bit of time. And this is what it looks like put together. As you can see, you can like spread out the swatches in a swirl. You can also put the swatches in other areas, so it doesn't have to be like a spiral, but that's just what I wanted. I do also have this other stand from Shein, and this is what I currently hold my swatches on. The next thing that I got are 3 little bags of nail charms. I got pink, blue, and green. I really like all of the colors, and the charms just kind of vary, but I really like all of them. The next thing that I got are some gel polishes. I got these because I have purchased from this specific listing previously for a gel polish color. I loved the color and the consistency and the bottles. Like, I loved everything about it, so I just wanted to get all of the other colors as well. So here's what it looks like. As you can see, the bottle is really nice quality. It's pretty big as well. The color of the bottle does match the gel polish color pretty much perfectly. I really like that about this gel polish bottle. It's really easy to see which color you are picking up. The number is on the top of the bottle, so I will be showing you guys what color is which. I'll also be swatching out these colors after I unbox them. I don't know about you guys, but I do really like Temu's gel polish. I feel like it's pretty good quality, and typically they're decently pigmented as well. I love how they're very inexpensive. Typically for most bigger nail brands, you're going to be paying like $14 per gel polish bottle for a size like this. However, these were $1.79 each, and that is an absolute steal for the quality of gel polish that are in these bottles of gel. So if you are just trying to build up your inventory of gel polishes, I definitely recommend these gel polishes. A lot of Temu's gel polish does come in the little sample bottles, which is okay, but if you're trying to build inventory, let's say if you are a nail tech, I don't know if I would recommend these smaller sample sized bottles of gel polish from Temu, which most of their gel polish is that way. If you are trying to build up your inventory for clients, I would recommend like these bigger bottles. I feel like you get a really good amount of gel polish and the quality is really good as well. As you guys can see, these gel polishes are very pigmented, but you will need a second coat of gel polish. I did go ahead and cure that. Let's move on to the next type of product. I got some more of the 5D pudding nail gels. These come in a little tube, which is very easy to apply to the nail. I did actually get some duplicates, so I'm just taking the extra ones out. A lot of the times the Temu listing will have like a small asterisk with like a number beside it, and that means that you're getting like 2 or 3 of the exact same one. I guess that's kind of what happened here, so do pay attention to that if you do shop on Temu. These are really thick gels that you can do like the Korean and Japanese style nail art with. I did get white, green, orange, light blue, yellow, a clear with black specks, and a normal clear gel. I feel like these are not my favorite ones. I got some different 5D gel from a different listing and I like the consistency of that one a lot better than these. I feel like these are a little bit more runny than the other ones, but I do still really like these types of gels. And basically the rest of the products that I got are the 3D sculpting gels. This one is called Solid Extension Nail Gel, and this is a nude color. I love the color of this solid gel. I've been really into like sculpting 3D things lately on nails, and this product is absolutely perfect. If you guys haven't tried this type of gel for 3D nail art, I definitely feel like you guys are missing out. I love sculpting things with nail products. I feel like it's so fun, and it's definitely beginner friendly because you have as long as you need to work with the actual product. As you guys can see, this has an extremely thick and firm consistency, which does mean that it holds its shape very well as you're sculpting it. I accidentally dropped it on my mat and it like ripped the paper and I had to sit and take it off. I was so frustrated after that. I did also get 3 skin tone colors from a different listing. These jars are a lot smaller, but the product is still just as good. They do come sealed to prevent the product from drying out. This specific brand of 3D sculpting gel is a little bit thicker than other brands that I've tried from Temu. I did want to mention that the tips of these silicone tools don't really seem extremely sturdy, so just be very easy on them. From a different listing, I also got 3 more colors. We have yellow, blue, and brown. I think this is my favorite one from Temu because the consistency is absolutely perfect. It's not too thick and it's not like sticky or anything. I just really like the consistency of these. Also, the colors are really pretty as well. As you guys might have seen from the first Temu haul, I did get a few other colors from this listing. And last but not least, I got every color available from this specific listing. Again, this is 4D carving gel. All of these do come sealed and it was going to be very time consuming to open all of them. I did go ahead and organize these colors based on the label, and here's what all of the colors look like. As you guys can see, some of the colors didn't really match the labels perfectly, but it gives you a good idea of what color is inside. I pretty much have the rainbow of sculpting gels now, so I'm so excited about that. Let's go ahead and start the mini tutorial. So I am taking the blue gel polish color 041 and I'm going to go ahead and paint it over top of this press-on nail. I do already have a gel polish color on the press-on because I was actually planning to do a different design. I let that set of press-on sit for too long without actually doing nail art on it, and I changed my mind, so that is why I am painting over top top of it. As you can see, this gel polish color is decently pigmented. It almost completely covers the yellow color. I did go ahead and cure that for a full 60 seconds, and I'm going to go ahead and do a second layer of gel polish. After painting the second layer of gel polish, again, I did go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. I'm going to be doing some 3D sculpting, so I am taking the nude sculpting gel. This is number 15. And I'm also going to be using the sculpting tool, the one that has the sharp point. I love using the pointed side for sculpting. I feel like it gives you a lot of precision wherever you are sculpting out the product. Whenever you work with sculpting gels, do make sure to put on a glove. You do not want to touch this gel product with your bare hands. Taking a decent amount of the sculpting gel, I'm just going to roll this in my hands to create a small hot dog shape. I did not put down a top coat or anything. I am just working over the cured second layer of gel polish color. I would recommend that you guys put this over a cured top coat gel. I just kind of forgot to do that step, but I did want to mention that. So I do have a reference photo for this 3D nail art design, and this comes from Pinterest. I will try to have the original creator of this image linked down below. I am just starting by sculpting out her leg, and I'm trying to make it as close to the reference photo as possible. I am a little bit curious if this video is going to be like restricted to an older audience just because of lack of clothing. I really hope it doesn't get restricted, but if it does, oh well. I did smash a little line just above her knee, and this is where the snake is going to be resting. And I am doing it like this because I don't want it to be extremely 3D. Obviously, this is a 3D nail art design, but I don't want it to stick off the nail too much. So I did just leave a little area for the snake to rest. I'm going ahead and doing the other leg. This one was a little bit harder to do just because it is kind of starting to go off the nail. I did end up making this one a little bit shorter and able to fit on the nail. I should have just left it, but I wanted you guys to be able to see exactly how she's posed. The thing I really love about this type of sculpting gel is it doesn't dry on its own, so you do have as long as you need to sculpt out whatever it is that you're sculpting. This makes it so beginner friendly because you can take as long as you need to sculpt it out. I have not cured any part of this design yet. I am just doing all of this as one layer. That way if I don't like how it looks, I can go back to fix it. This also makes it a lot faster than like hand painted character designs because you're not having to cure in between each color. I definitely would recommend that you cure in between each color. That way if you don't like how the color looks, you can just wipe that one off. But because I have done all of this in the same color so far, I haven't cured any of it. I am just sculpting out her torso right now, so this is like her shoulder and her chest. I am not the best at like proportions and stuff. I am just strictly going by the reference photo. I feel like this was a lot easier than I was expecting it to be. I had so much fun sculpting this out. You guys are going to start seeing a lot more sculpted nail art. I did also get Nails by Def's Drippy Gel collection, and that video should be next if I line everything up correctly. I am so excited. I'm supposed to get my package tomorrow as I'm filming this voiceover, and I cannot wait. I know I did just get a bunch of colors from Temu in this video, but I still wanted Dev's Drippy Gels. I have tried her white Drippy Gel and I really loved it, so I did want to get her colors as well. But yeah, I'm so excited for that package. Hopefully I can have the video up very quickly as well. As you guys are seeing, I am just sculpting out her head and her face. This was very difficult, but it did turn out pretty well. I didn't end up sculpting out her whole head just because the snake is going over just above her forehead, and I knew I was going to be covering up some of her head anyway. I did go ahead and cure the skin colored sculpting gel. Next, I am taking a lighter yellow sculpting gel color. As you can see, this matches the underside of the nail, which is why I did choose to use this color. As you guys remember, I did paint the blue over top of a yellow, and I felt like this was really cool because the snake was going to match the underside of the nail. Otherwise, I might have used a different color for the snake, but that is why I did pick yellow. I will be using some rubbing alcohol if the sculpting gel gets a little bit too sticky or hard to work with. Honestly, you don't really need the rubbing alcohol because this product is easy to work with even without it, but it's pretty much just there in case it gets a little bit too sticky. I just started with a little ball for the snake's head and I mashed 2 lines on the side. This is creating the little wings on the side of the head like the reference photo. I don't know that much about snakes, so I did start googling yellow snake and I found one that has like the little wings on the side of its head and it's called the yellow cape cobra. This snake looks so terrifying, but this is kind of the one that I referenced for the actual snake. Even though the original reference photo is a drawing and it's like black and white, I feel like that snake is probably not yellow. So at this point, I just started referencing the yellow cape cobra snake. At the moment, I am just sculpting out the body of the snake, which is by far the easiest thing to sculpt for this nail design. I just roll up the sculpting gel in my fingers to create a little hot dog shape, place it down, and start smoothing it out. This part of the nail design was so fun for me. I loved wrapping the snake around the woman. It was so fun to me. I was trying to make sure that the snake had a very round effect as well. I didn't want to flatten out the snake's body too much. Again, I just wanted to keep as much 3D aspect to this nail design as possible. I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't place this a little bit better on the nail before actually sculpting everything out, just because I wasn't able to make the snake quite as long as I actually wanted. I really loved the reference photo, like the proportions of everything, but I did have to shorten the snake quite a bit to fit on the nails. So I am a little bit disappointed with that, but I still really like how it turned out. Once I have the snake done, I did go ahead and cure that. I'm now going back with the same nude sculpting gel color, and I'm going to go ahead and do her arm. Her arm is kind of bent back, holding the snake that is wrapped around her torso. I love how this part of the nail design turned out. I feel like I sculpted her arm out pretty well. It really gives another 3D aspect to the nail design. I just love how this arm turned out. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the actual hand, but the arm itself just looks really good. I did go ahead and cure her arm into place, and now I'm taking the black sculpting gel and I'm going to go ahead and do her hair. Her hair doesn't quite have as much detail as I would have really liked it to. I just placed some on this side of her head, and I'm also going to place it on the other side of the snake's body. Keep in mind she is upside down, so I do have to make the hair flow with gravity, which is pretty much like her hair just falling downwards. You guys might not like me for this, but I did all of the rest of the details off camera just because I don't want this video to be extremely long. I did use the same sculpting gel for her clothing, bikini, and I also did some gel nail art to add details to the snake as well as her face and some shading. And this is how the nail looks. I did add a matte gel top coat to all of the 3D nail art, and for the base of the nail, I did add a glossy gel top coat. Look how cool this looks, guys. I love the 3D-ness of this nail art design. I have to say the snake's face is not the best. This was my first time ever doing anything with a snake, and I feel like it could have turned out a little bit better, but that's the best that I could do. Let me know what you guys think of this, and if you have any recommendations for future 3D nail art, definitely leave it down below in the comments. Do make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!